Welcome to You Name It,
Hey,
the show
Jerry.
that brings you Davin Christensen.
And Jerry Taylor.
Oh, there we go.
You are the host.
We're both hosts, Davin. Don't get confused. It's too
Co-host,
early in the
host.
day to be confused.
Where you at?
I am in Albuquerque.
Woohoo.
That's in New Mexico, if you didn't know that.
As opposed to Old Mexico?
Yes. You want to be in Old Mexico.
I've never done the Albuquerque show. What is it like?
It's a desert, and there's crystal meth everywhere.
Okay. So it's kind of like Arizona.
I lied. There's no crystal meth.
Well, actually, when we did that, I did a Volvo show in Surprise, Arizona at the Ford Proving Grounds years ago.
Yeah.
And security told us when you go in to the Proving Grounds, it's going to be the only thing on the left side. You don't want to go anywhere to the right because that's where all the meth labs are. And then there's like an Air Force base hidden back there.
That's hilarious.
So I'm like, okay. So, but every morning, the cool part would be they'd go out on their little missions, the planes, and we were like the only light out there because it's in the middle of Surprise, Arizona. Surprise, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. So, but they would tip their wings at us. Cause,
Just a nice, polite way for a pilot to say hello.
exactly. At least he wasn't dumping his, toilet on us.
Dumping his shit on you?
Yep. But they've got on those have you ever done a proving ground show?
No. I mean, not there. I've done GM proving grounds.
Okay. You know how they have the pull-offs? So when they're taking the concept vehicles around the track and testing them out, they can, if there's a plane spotted, they get radioed, and they pull into a pull-off, and it's like a little portable garage that's set up on the track.
Wow, I don't remember. It's been a while. I shot a bunch of beauty footage for vehicles there, so I don't know if I would have noticed anyway because there's a lot of weird shit out there.
Yeah, that's the show though when my stagehands showed up at the end for tear out because we were in this giant tent and they built this wood flooring and we had it was huge. We had 2 breakout rooms in the tent and a cafeteria. And my stagehands show up for tear out with a brick of firecrackers.
Why?
Because all the cables are run underneath the tent, and we'd been there for a month. So they said, well, what happens is all the critters go under the tent for the heat at night. So when you're pulling all these cables up, there could be scorpions, there could be rattlesnakes, lizards, all kinds of stuff. So what they do is before they pull the cables up, they take a brick of firecrackers, throw it under the tent, and light it.
That's the critter deterrent.
And then they can pull the cables up. So
I try that with relatives when they come and visit, but it doesn't do the same thing.
the fireworks.
Yeah, I throw a brick of fireworks in the living room, hope that Aunt Mabel will leave.
You should start hanging up rule signs, like little signs like, if you're going to live here, you must do this. You must clean the toilet. If you're
You mean like the doctor's office I go to?
Yeah, exactly like the doctor's office. Make your own rules,
Nah.
Jerry. Be your own man.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a jerk.
You're married now too, so
I am.
you can't.
I heard
really...
your phone.
Yeah, it's my cousin Mark. Let's see what he's texting me. So I wonder what the hell this is all about.
I'm sure it's very important.
Knowing him,
We should.
who knows? Mark.
That reminds me, I got to turn mine down to silent without the vibration, unlike yours, which is with the vibration, if you catch my drift.
Oh, he's giving me updates on the hockey game. Evidently, see, my cousin Mark's last name is Glendenning,
Yeah.
and my cousin's from Tampa Bay, and his last name's Glendenning. So Glendenning got rocked on the boards, and then goal, Tampa Bay. Yay. That was important to interrupt the show for. What a fucking jackass. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying, Jerry?
That was some real world stuff you just shared with everybody out there. Let's share something else. Let's get this show moving. Let's stop all of this madness of boredom and tell them what your invention was that you teased the end of the show last time.
Oh, yep. It was, well, let me preface it by saying there was a marketing advertising convention the last day of the Austin Auto Show, staying at our hotel.
That's a great preface. It's way better than most post faces I've seen.
So the problem with these advertising and marketing people is they all think they're creative, and
that's their job. Yeah,
they're always dressed to the nines and being fake because they're trying to impress clients and win bids and all this other shit.
Yeah, their whole job.
Their whole job. So it's kind of like an insurance convention minus the math.
Yeah.
So boring. I'm sure it's boring as hell. Anyway, I came up with an advertising plan for Febreze.
Okay.
Same bottle of Febreze, but market it towards children.
Okay.
As Monster Spray. So kids
Monster Spray.
So
okay.
Kids that are afraid of the boogeyman or something in the dark, you've got this can of Monster Spray, and you can spray the monsters, and they don't like this, and they'll run away. And
yeah, like a mosquito repellent for monsters.
And then these kids will be hooked like crack on Febreze for the rest of their life. Because they can move up from Monster Spray to the regular Febreze to the 6 hour to the little Febreze car fresheners.
I see what you're doing there. Yeah, you're helping the mom out by playing on the fears of children.
Exactly. Kind of like smoking. You get them hooked when they're young and just keep them going,
Hello, kids. I'm Joe Camel. It'd be fun if you smoked cigarettes like I do because I'm a cartoon camel. That?
Yeah, exactly, like that. Let's get them hooked young. And then send them coupons when they turn 21.
You're welcome to 21. 21. It's only 18 to smoke.
Is it? Okay, so at 18 you get your coupons. And on your birthday you'll get I still get them. I get a birthday card from Marlboro every year. It's like, thanks for living another year.
Right.
Keep us in mind.
Well, you made it another year.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
How's that Marlboro Adventure Team Iron Lung doing that you got?
Oh, it's great. I have it packed in my Marlboro tent and my camping gear. That's all Marlboro.
Your Marlboro oxygen tent and your Marlboro portable oxygen tank.
And my sleep apnea machine with Marlboro on the side of it.
They should actually, when they're doing their stupid Marlboro giveaways, they should give away stuff like that. Like, a free round of Marlboro chemotherapy. That'd be good.
a free chest scan and CT.
Right.
We'll give it that's first prize though.
Come on now, gotta be first prize. That can't be that should be the lowest prize.
But yeah, they should make it so you have to send in little barcodes, and if you save like 100 barcodes and send them in, you're registered to win the first prize of a
chest X-ray.
A chest X-ray and an oxygen treatment.
Yeah, that would be probably more realistic, more real world instead of giving away, because they give away a whole bunch of shit like you're going to be climbing a mountain. Because that's what they do, the adventure team thing.
Yeah,
and here, have this parka with a special climber's jacket, and here's a Swiss Army knife and stuff. You are not going to be able to climb a mountain with lungs like that.
No,
you're going to be gasping for air at the foot of the hill.
It's like trying to follow Josh up a mountain.
Yeah, you got Josh, the little guy that works with it. Little guy.
He's a little guy. He's so cute.
Yeah, he climbs all over the place. He won't stop climbing. He's like a little spider monkey. Or wait, I said that. He's like a little tree squirrel.
At least he doesn't throw scat at you.
Yeah, and then we've scat. And then we've got me and Davin, who are old smokers lungers. I'm probably not as bad as you because I kind of quit half the time and smoke half the time. I go back and forth, so I can do flights of stairs without passing out now. But both of us combined, so I'll make it up to the first 15 feet. You'll stop after 5 and have a beer, and Josh will be at the top of the hill, wearing his Marlboro Adventure gear.
Throwing scat
Welcome
down on us.
Yes, throwing shit down on us.
The only way he would get me up that hill is if he took my lighter and went up the hill. I'd be like,
yeah.
I need a cigarette. Fucker's got my lighter.
And then that's what he'll have, is he'll have his special Marlboro Adventure Team poop flinger that he can fling shit down on top
Some
of it.
of the shit they give away.
Speaking of shit, I've got 2 bathrooms in this hotel room.
Oh, you got upgraded.
Yeah, and what I was thinking about, this dumb, when you're sitting in a giant room with nothing to do, then I start thinking about stupid shit like I can see there's one bathroom in front of me and there's another bathroom 5 feet behind me. If I were fat still, I could put one cheek on each one.
Oh, you know what you need to do? Here's what I do when I get 2 bathrooms in my hotel room.
What do you do?
I pee in one and I poop in the other.
Oh, you share the wealth.
And that way you never run out of toilet paper. If you run out in one room, you still have it in the other room.
Boy, that's smart.
Plus, all the smell stays in one room, and then you don't have your monster spray with you, and it just there's no
nice
hope.
Call back to the monster spray.
That's another thing they could do. They can market it as diaper pail spray, and sell it at Babies R Us right next to the monster spray. It's the same fucking shit, 2 different labels, and then they could put it right next to the goddamn Febreze.
Well, why are you having what
what seems
many
to be
people
angry.
would? Yeah, why is it angry when you have this marketing idea that you came up with that makes you angry? I don't get it.
So I'm trying to convince everyone. Get
Just
on board.
mad 'cause nobody. Yeah. Monster spray. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is one of your better ideas.
Wow.
I think it's a pretty viable option if they did it right with the right cartoons, like maybe a smoking camel or something like that.
There you go.
Sell it to the kids.
Big dancing turd.
No, now you're shifting it because the monster spray
Well, the
makes
diaper
sense.
pail one could be advertised by a big giant turd.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then you gotta get-
what they used to call that thing, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas turd.
Yep. You got to get the guys from Monsters Inc. to endorse
Yeah.
it. You could put their pictures on the bottle.
Look, you got a Disney Pixar tie-in
So you
already.
tie them in, and it's fucking genius.
Is that Disney's Pixar that does that, or is that Sony or somebody? I don't know who does Monsters Inc.
Pixar, I think.
There you go. Look, you're way up there. You're on par with the great marketing thinkers of our time.
Oh, and I wasn't even invited to their little meeting at my hotel. Should have been up there.
You should have. You would have walked in and wowed the shit out of those people, and then they would have had to grab their Febreze to make sure the room smelled right afterwards.
Well, one of the things, I was at a JW Marriott, which is like trying to compete with the W and like the higher end hotels, the Four Seasons.
But doesn't the W the shitty one that we talked about that has the modern architecture, which basically is I'm going to give you nothing and pretend it's cool. Like wasn't the one with no closet door? It was like a curtain hanging in front of the closet instead.
And the glass bathrooms where anyone in the room can watch you take a shower.
Yeah.
Yep.
The big opening that goes right into the regular sitting area where you can look right in at someone sitting on the shitter.
Yep, some of the Omnis have that too. So anyway,
Yes, fancy.
have you noticed at those high-end hotels they normally treat you like the staff looks down at you when you're walking back from work and you're wearing shorts? Well, you don't wear what I wear, but like I was wearing khaki military shorts and a Blue Water T-shirt that had the name across the back, and tennis shoes and socks, and I'm walking through all these people in suits, and they're all at their cocktail hour in the lobby, and they're all dressed
I wear
to
that
nines.
stuff. I wear the same stuff you wear when it's hot out.
But I noticed everyone looks at you a little different. Like, what the fuck is he doing there? You know?
Yeah, why is there a blue-collar loser in my hotel?
Why is there a stagehand here? You know, because that's what they look at you like.
That's just your own bias that you're throwing on. No, the people don't even know what a stagehand is. That's just you.
A roadie. Okay, so they call them roadies. It's like, okay, what is this dirtbag doing here? So there's a whole.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
So, like Abbo Jr. Comes down and he's wearing flip-flops, shorts, and a T-shirt that says "Oh no, Becky" or something like that.
Oh no, Becky. Okay.
It's from a movie or something like that. So it's one of his. But we're looking like that, and there's people in these Neiman Marcus suits. There's a Ferrari parked out front. The hotel staff didn't treat us any different, which is amazing because they're not snooty like the other Four Seasons and the W. And when you spend 200 nights a year in hotels, it's like you should treat me a little better, like they did to you with your room.
Yes.
So do you have a butler?
They should. I don't have a butler. I didn't request that. I bet you I could get one. This is actually kind of stupid because Albuquerque's DoubleTree Hotel sounds fancy.
Right.
And it may have been fancy in the year 1998 because that's what the decor is like.
Yep.
I mean, it's nice, but I've got one of those giant unusable. Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
This is my third Hilton this year as a Hilton Diamond member.
And they usually don't give you shit.
Yeah, and I checked in, and I was sort of hoping that they would give me the customary every couple of stays you can get an upgrade to a suite.
Okay.
And that just randomly, you know that. It happens,
every
now
once in
and
a while.
then.
Yep.
But I figure it's the third time now. And then they put me into a shitty queen room. They didn't even give me the king-size bedroom. They gave me a queen room.
Okay.
And then, so I called the Hilton Honors line.
We are the bitchiest fuckers on the road.
I know.
We're constantly calling the Diamond line.
Yeah, I just told them I was disappointed that I thought basically the message was that, this is my third time in a month that I'm at a Hilton, and I always thought there'd be room upgrades because I had room upgrades when I was a gold member, which is 2 levels down from where I'm at now.
First world problem.
Yeah, first world problem. But you like it every once in a while when you're jammed into tiny rooms half your life. So, what did I tell him? I had another line you blew right out of my brain that I told him too. Because it was the whole, I don't expect it every time, but it'd be nice once in a while. Oh, so really, what good is being diamond if it's no different than being blue?
Right.
If the only real perk you get for being diamond is free internet.
Yeah, free
you
slow
get that
internet.
with all the other. Yeah, you get that with all the other ones. So the next day they called me up and said they were going to switch my room, and they gave me this normal room with a door that leads into a ridiculously large living area.
Okay.
With a bar, another bath. It's the whole double door situation.
So it's almost like the concierge level room that used to be used for that. So you can serve hors d'oeuvres and stuff in the other room.
Actually, you're right about that, because when I talked to Lisa about it, she says it looks like that was a room that they went and grabbed a whole bunch of furniture and just jammed it in there just because you were pissed off and they wanted to show you up.
Fuck this guy.
Right. They're like, I go, so they're like, they're spitting furniture in my face.
So
I've got 3 hide-a-bed couches, 2 chairs, about 19 tables in here, and a bar and an office desk. It's ridiculous in here.
You need to upper deck in one of the bathrooms and then not use it the rest of the stay.
But why would I do that now that they've appeased me?
Just because, okay, that
doesn't make any sense.
That would be kind of mean.
I'm going to reward your reward with a bigger reward of a shit right in the toilet tank. That'd be great for you guys.
Well,
Thank you, maid service.
I leave them mummies,
Yep, you do. And what you got to do is post some of those pictures like on this episode that'll go up, it's on right now, Davin.
I'll have to send them
right now.
I'll have to send them to you because I can't post unless it's like a message.
You can go right to the Facebook page and just post a picture underneath it in the status.
Okay.
And then everybody will see that and know that the what you were talking about. Yeah, your mummies are great. It looks like dead people laying in bed.
That's gotta freak the maids out.
Yeah, and then you got bored. I noticed through the years that you just started off with the shape of the body, and then you started putting props in there with them, like an empty beer can.
Yep.
And things like that, because it was no longer good just to try and fool the maid into thinking there was a dead body in the room.
I had to start adding shit to it.
Yeah. I have a couple of other notes about travel.
Okay, go ahead.
I was on the upgrade list for a first-class seat from Detroit to Atlanta,
okay.
and I made the upgrade, but they didn't let us board the plane until Zone 2 was boarded, until the last people were getting on. Like, they held us back for some reason. And you've never heard of that, have you?
No, but I can probably guess what it was.
Oh, okay, what do you think it was?
You know how they always overbook flights?
Yes.
They had probably someone who was black level status or like Josh's, whatever the top level at Delta is. They probably had that person booked on the plane. And
Yeah.
he probably pulled one of the things like we do. Fuck it, I'm at the airport 4 hours goddamn early because I didn't take a super shuttle.
Yeah.
So I might as well catch this earlier flight. He catches the earlier flight. They don't find that in the records. They think, well, this guy's showing up on the flight, so let's wait and see if he arrives. Or if the guy's super business class, he's booked on like 4 flights out of there because he doesn't know when his meeting is going to end. And he just catches whichever one works.
Oh, so you think that they were holding up the first class to possibly throw somebody out of first class if the guy showed up?
Right. If the guy showed up, then you would have gotten miles and something else, and you would have bitched, and you would have sat in economy comfort with 2 drink coupons, and you would have been fine. Either that or there was a pilot from the airline coming in, and they wanted he had a quick turnaround, and they wanted to give him the seat. But who knows?
Yeah, well, it was kind of dumb because you feel like you're being rewarded for your patronage by having these upgrades, but then you're being penalized by making you wait to get on the plane until everybody else got on there. So it was kind of dumb.
I kind of feel like when they board the people with special needs, you know, like the older people that need the wheelchairs, and if you need any extra time, I felt like pulling the leg thing in Austin with my limp.
Nobody would have said anything. I see people do it all the time, like just, you know, they won't even limp. I'll just see people do it.
But have you
usually older people?
Sorry, have you ever been in? I do this all the time. It's so bad. Have you ever been in the handicap stall just because you like the rails? And
the grunt bars.
The grunt bars, and it's a busy bathroom, and then you realize that there's someone waiting, and you open the door, and it's a guy in a wheelchair, and you're coming out of the handicap stall.
No, Davin, because I don't know where you're getting this enjoyment of the handicap stall from. I don't want to be in the big room shitting because it's like you're in a big room.
Oh, I like the grunt bars, man. You can spread your legs out. It's so much better. But the embarrassment of then you have to kind of act like you were supposed to be in the handicap stall.
Yeah, especially when there's like 6 stalls empty and you're in that one.
And you're in that one, and there's a guy in a wheelchair waiting, and you just want to, oh, fuck.
Is he tapping his fingers on his armrest?
Yep, with his Jamesons.
You're kind of an asshole, aren't you?
I am. What else you got for us, Jerry?
Somebody brought something up. Let's get the flying out of the way. Somebody else brought something up that was interesting. All right, you have to put away your laptops when you're on takeoff and landing, right?
Right.
Well, why can you still keep a baby on your lap then?
Ooh, good point. Well, why did they... Here's one that goes with that. Why do you have to fucking adjust your seat so it's in the upright position? 3 fucking inches. And they make
you know why?
Why?
Because of the exit rows.
Fuck them.
So people can get out of the aisles and move around better with the seats straight up. I understand that one. It is kind of stupid, but I understand it. But come on, think about the baby thing. Do you have any idea why? I have a theory why you can keep a baby on your lap.
Why would you be able to? Because can you breastfeed? That would be a bonus.
I'm sure you can, but it really doesn't have anything to do with taking off and landing.
Yeah, but
I think you just like to bring boobs into the conversation.
It would make taking off and landing so much more interesting.
If you like that sort of thing.
No, I can't figure out why, Jerry. Why? Tell me.
Because babies are soft. And you won't be damaged by a flying baby if something happens. A laptop, you can get cracked in the head with a corner of a laptop, but a baby will feel good hitting you probably.
The last thing that that you feel before you die is if it was an Asian baby, it'd even be better because they're cute.
Okay, I thought that was going right into your racist rant, but you just complimented Asian babies. Good for you. I think we're making progress with you.
Slowly. Slowly.
I was waiting for a math joke or something else like that,
but I throw the Asian babies. They're soft and cute.
Episode 66, Davin wants to get hit with an Asian baby because they're cute.
That'll work. Oh,
and
man.
they are because all babies are cute. Well, not all babies, but a lot of babies are cute. I think that there is no racial preferences in babies because they're all just cute little people.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get those ugly babies that you have to pretend are cute.
Oh, God.
I think we all know somebody who had that going on before.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a guy, it's tougher. Women like babies and think they're all cute because they deal with babies in a more personal manner. Because babies were inside of them. So they're like, that's a cute baby. Look, it's a baby. Just the word baby is cute enough for them. It doesn't matter what the thing looks like. But for us, we use actual eyeballs and judgment when we look at it as men. We look at that kid and you have to pretend and go, oh yeah, nice hair, or whatever. But when your brain is thinking, that thing's ugly. Who would want that looking at you all the time? Weird looking baby with like a crazy tooth sticking out and a bunch of hair where it shouldn't be.
Well, it's always the ones that come out and it's like the girl baby that looks like the dad, and the dad looks like he's a lead for Chevy on some of the B Kids.
Now we have a niece that when she was little, I remember Lisa would babysit all the time, and I remember coming home from work and looking at her sitting on the couch staring at me and thinking, she looks just like her dad staring at me. This baby looks like a grown man.
Oh, it's bald. It's got a little bit of hair that's just kind of patchy. Yeah.
It's just, there's like this one phase that she went through where her face looked to me looked identical to her dad's face, and then it disappeared, luckily.
Oh, she's so cute.
Right.
You got to be polite.
Let's say hi to Bill Kubota, listener Bill Kubota from KDN Video Works in Madison Heights, Michigan.
Hey, Bill. I don't know you,
he
but
likes the show.
He likes the show. That's cool. I ran into Chris Staniforth at the airport.
Yes,
he's one of our coworkers. Was he coming?
I forgot to ask you why he was in Detroit.
They flew him from whatever city he was coming from through Detroit to Salt Lake.
So he went from, what was that city?
Was it Birmingham? Where was he at?
Birmingham, Alabama, up to Detroit, then across to Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
That seems excessive.
Well, yours going down to where you're at now was stupid.
Yeah, from Detroit to Atlanta to Albuquerque, and then on the way back I'm going Albuquerque up to Salt Lake and over to Detroit. Yeah, they're all like 7, 8, 9-hour travel days.
Well, if it's connecting, you'd think you would have connected through Memphis, because Memphis is a hub for Delta.
I've never been to the Memphis airport.
Either that or fly you to Minneapolis and then down. But through Atlanta. Atlanta's the worst freaking airport to go through.
That's true. So what do you have, Davin?
Oh, you want me to give you a topic and you can figure out what I was trying to mean by it?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what I got. I got to open it back up again because we were off topic for a while. Oh, here you go. I'll give you 3 of them and you pick which one you want to use.
Okay.
Old people driving, nothing like a bum directing you how to parallel park. That's topic 1.
Okay.
Topic 2 is an Amish leprechaun would be epic. And then upgraded to satin/linen sheets.
Oh, okay. The one that piques my interest most is the bum directing the old person into parallel parking. The leprechaun just seems obvious to me because of the beard on the Amish person, that it would just be like a cooler looking leprechaun.
Yep, and they can make you wood crafting objects that are small because they're little.
They could make you a wooden pot of gold. But yeah,
Exactly.
leprechaun, Amish, beard. I don't know what the upgrading to satin sheets are. I don't know what kind of hotels you're staying in where you want that.
No, that's the future, Jerry. Because we were watching Shark Tank the other night, and
Okay.
the guy came on, and was it Shark? No, it was a show after the Billionaire Buyer. And it's the guy that owns MGM. He owns the hotel, the casino. He also owns a bunch of different restaurants, high-end restaurants, Morton Steakhouse, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they've got a show about him where he goes and tries to get people to sell to his company. And he'll help
Okay.
bring them up, and he'll invest in them and everything else. And a guy came on that was trying to convince him that he needed an upgrade from satin sheets instead of cotton.
Okay.
So for all his hotels. So that's what that
Yeah.
topic was all about, was would you actually appreciate a satin sheet in your hotel as an upgrade, or would you consider
No.
that a non-upgrade item?
I would not even like it, probably. I would feel weird in satin sheets, like it was too slippery or something.
Because they give you the choice right now of feather pillows or non-feather pillows. You can select that in
Yeah.
your profile. But
And usually you get a combination in a room anyway, where a couple of them are feather and a couple are foam.
so my guess is that's going to be the next thing that starts coming out with these hotels is you're going to have a choice between regular sheets or satin sheets.
Satin. Yeah, I don't want it. It seems cold and slippery to me.
What if they offered you bed warming?
Only if it was a person that laid in bed before me and I got in it.
And
No, I don't
that's
want
what they're
bed warming.
doing. That's what they're doing in Europe. Some of these hotels offer bed warming service. Someone will go up to your room before you go to bed at night instead of turn down service, and they will lay in your bed and keep it warm.
I don't want that. I don't want to sleep in somebody else's hot farts.
Especially when you look at some of the staff.
Right.
Yo, Juan, quick cooking those goddamn burgers so dry. Get up there and warm this guy's bed.
Juan from Hooters.
From Hooters
Is that
in
what you're saying?
Baltimore, yep.
You don't want some other person with their skin cells flaking off into your bed. We already have a hard enough time without getting rooms without bed bugs and stuff.
You know what's fun to do is trim your nails in bed the night before you leave.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Your toenails?
Oh, toenails, fingernails, all that stuff. Because then the
That
next
would be
person
fun.
in, if they're a seasoned traveler, they'll lift the comforter and check for bed bugs, and they might catch their finger on a old somebody Davin nail.
Yeah, that would be nice for them. Right. All right, gross man, I've got two for you
Okay.
because we're getting close to our usual time already.
Okay.
So,
what are your two? Let's see if I can figure them out.
I'm sure you could figure them out. These are just two different notes. You tell me which one you like better.
Okay.
Is a couple weeks ago, this one came up. Good-looking first lady, question mark. We don't really need a swimsuit model, is where that is.
Right.
And then the second one is, some people think they're quick and efficient, but they're sorely mistaken.
Oh. Well, the first one,
Yeah.
it's got to relate to politics nowadays. Is you want the wholesome mother-like image as your first lady. That's where I would go with that.
Yeah, because it came out of the whole, at the time, I think Trump was talking about Ted Cruz's wife or some shit like that, having fights with him and posting pictures of his wife as a swimsuit model. And I'm thinking to myself, we don't need that. When we're talking about the first lady of our country, you know who we really want? We want Barbara Bush again.
Exactly.
We want a grandmotherly figure, a wise old lady who can make cookies. We don't want We don't want somebody who Putin wants to have sex with.
So,
You know?
so what about if Clinton wins? What's her wife gonna look like?
I don't know.
I'm
Ellen
guessing he's
DeGeneres,
gonna
maybe?
look like a former president.
Well, since Hillary Clinton already looks like George Washington, we should. No, it doesn't matter. She looks like a politician. You don't really want. For some reason, we feel like we want good-looking people to run our country, and our country isn't a fucking fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be about a smart statesman who knows how to, You want Ben Franklin. You want an old balding blob with long hair and little glasses like John Lennon. You want him to go over and speak some sense into people. You don't need some dashingly handsome man. It makes no sense why we're so screwed.
Uh-huh. But ugly people won't win.
Ugly people will do a way better job than some dumb, good-looking idiot.
Well,
Stupid.
Well, if that's your definition, Trump is definitely not going to win because he is one ugly fucker.
Yeah, well, the problem with Trump, though, is that he's ugly and he's stupid.
That's true. Now, your second topic, people not knowing that they're inefficient, or what was it?
Some people think that they're quick and efficient, but they're sorely mistaken.
That's the stupid people.
Yeah. The thought behind that was that we've all run into this situation. I hate to keep bringing up so much travel stuff, so you have to think of a situation where it's not travel, but
Okay.
It came up in my mind when these people were boarding the plane and they're trying to put their overhead luggage into the thing above. And then they're just kind of, screwing around looking for shit and standing in the aisle and blocking everybody. And where are my headphones at? Dolores, where did you put my headphones at?
Exactly.
Could you check in your purse? And we're all waiting for all of this shit. And it struck me that I think they think that they're quick and efficient.
Yeah.
And they have no idea that they're slow.
Yep. Never get behind the old people going through security line.
Yeah, they probably think they've got it all worked out in their head, that they're all smart and I'll get through this thing. You watch, Dolores, watch this. We'll get through without a hitch, I say.
You didn't tell them about your hip replacement. I forgot to tell them
don't
about
worry.
my pacemaker.
I'm going to ask for the metal detector and not for the scanner. That won't hold anybody up.
I've got iron under my bra to lift these big titties up, and I did special service.
Dolores, please don't talk about your titties around the TSA. Titties? Who says titties? What year is this? How old are we? It's like a elementary school thing.
I'm obsessed with boobs today for some reason.
Hey, Davin, did you see the teacher's titties? Titties. Crazy. Yeah, but these people think that they're really moving and they're not, and I hate them for it.
Well,
And I hope I'm never that guy.
most of our labor is like that.
Yeah, that's
they
the
all
other thing,
think they're
too.
great. You got the one
Well,
guy
some
that wants to
people-
travel with you.
Yeah, I think there's a thing with these guys where they don't realize how slow they're going because they think they're thinking too hard. Like they're really trying to put thought into what they're doing, and they're not cognizant of the fact that it's taking them forever to screw that one screw in.
Well, the thing is, it's regional though, because I would love to put any of the stagehands out there up against our DC crew, because they kick some major ass. What's your favorite crew on your tour?
Philadelphia. So that's the same area.
Yeah,
really.
So it's that region. Now,
Yeah, and then you go over to like California or
Texas,
to the south.
yeah, Alabama.
Let me think about Alabama. Did I even have crew there? No, I didn't have anybody there.
What city is it that they run the electrical after the carpet's down? That's got to be the stupidest city in the world.
I heard about that one from somebody. I don't remember what.
How
what
is that
was.
easier than reading a print and laying down electrical?
I don't know.
Let's
But
go
now you're
after the carpet's
talking
down.
about something our audience has no idea what you're talking about.
That's true. It's like we're talking on the phone, Jerry. Sorry.
But they think they're fast, that's for sure. Dolores, My labor crews in the South are way more slow than they are up on the East Coast, Dolores.
Oh, we'll get
All
Ron.
right.
We'll get Ron back to straighten him out.
That's Ron. Ron, yeah, he was was he slow in Texas?
The guy's 72 years old. Come on.
Was our Ron voice the old man voice?
The old man.
Davin, where do you want me to put this speaker at, Davin? Want me to hang it way up there? It'll only take me about 2.5 hours to figure out how to put it in the lift.
And then drop it out of the lift.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a good season. It's finally coming to a close.
Is over. It is. By the time this airs, I'll be 1 day away from my last day of show for the year for this stuff. And I'm happy.
But now we become calendar meat.
I know. I was already thinking that I better avoid that. So that's where that should stop before you start saying something that's going to get us in trouble. Now we do other things. Now we're very productive and well-adjusted members of our company for the remainder of the
summer.
For the in-betweener for the summer, and then we get to go back out and do all the work.
Well, we got to fix all the shit we broke this year. That's one of the things.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot what we're going to name this episode now. I had an idea when we were doing it, but I can't remember. I can't remember the topics.
You'll have to listen back.
I probably have to anyway to edit the whole thing for timing.
That's true.
That's behind the curtain peek for you listeners. For some reason, my files are stretching out at different lengths, so Davin's files are longer than mine, and I have to insert pauses into mine to make them line up. Makes no sense to me.
No. Oh, Jerry, guess what? I was at the office today.
Yes.
And sitting at our desks, because we share a desk. Evidently,
yes.
Somebody else has been sharing our desk too.
I saw some garbage up there that I didn't put there, like a monitor and other shit.
Yeah, our guy that does all the repairs let us know that there's someone else that was using our desk while we were gone. So it's bad enough that Jerry and I have to share desks, but now we got this third person that we don't know. But what happened today is I'm sitting at my desk, and we're gone for so long that all these new people show up, and we have no idea who they are or whatever. Guy comes to my desk, introduces himself. I heard you're back in town. I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay.
That can't be good.
And who are you? Oh, I'm an intern, so-and-so. I started about a month ago, and we've been trying to upgrade your laptop, but you're never here.
Oh, okay.
And my dad says that you were going to come back today. And I'm like...
Was he the little Asian guy?
No, I'm like, who's your dad? He's the CFO of the company's kid is working in our IT department now. And he upgraded my laptop. He gave me a brand new freaking laptop. So now you have to add that to your list.
What, you got a brand new laptop, or did they put a new hard drive in it?
No, a whole new laptop.
Oh, good for you. What do I got to add to my list then? What does that mean?
You have to get the brand new laptop upgrade.
Oh, I don't want one. I like to use mine.
Why?
I don't care. So I don't carry around 2 laptops all the time. I don't want their dumb bulky laptop to carry around the country. I'd rather have my cool, streamlined laptop.
Okay. I thought you were afraid of like midget porn or something like that, because that's what I was afraid of at first. But a lot of the guys like it, so it's good.
You were afraid that they'd see your midget porn?
Well, then they, go to Google and why is he searching midget porn on the road?
No, I'm not afraid of any of that. I don't care because I would just. It doesn't make any difference. I'm not. I guess it would probably it would cut into my. I'm afraid to say it on the air. Cut into my the way that I view television shows. All right, the stealing of stuff.
Oh, Jerry.
Everybody does it, Davin.
No, you're not admitting anything. You're watching. See, I've got so many sites I can go to watch movies and stuff because I can log on to my home network, You got Amazon Prime. I got Netflix.
Yeah, it is getting easier, but a lot of times the problem with it is, say you're watching Better Call Saul,
Okay.
and you want to see the show, you got to wait for days afterwards for it to show up on their own page.
Right.
So now, other places you can find it within hours.
Right.
But I'm not saying I do that. I don't do that at all. I go right to AMC and I watch it there on theirs. I wait days to do it.
Yeah, I could watch it on my home network live. I could. You know what's funny? I wonder. I'll have to try this. When I see Bob on the security camera watching TV, I should log onto the network and change the channel on him. And then
You should. I can do that too.
But you don't get the satisfaction of logging onto the security camera and watching his reaction.
I don't. I might have to buy a security camera just so I can mess with people. Put them in everybody's room so I can switch TV channels. No! Why are you Big Brother for Bob? You don't need to be Big Brother.
I know. Bob's a great. I think Bob missed me.
Yeah, but does Bob know that you just randomly look in on your house and see what he's doing?
I don't. It's not like entertainment for me.
Well, he knows now.
Every once in a while, I'll look. The camera will be skewed, but I never see anything. I check to see if it's armed. It's usually when like my daughter or my son are like, "Dad, we need money. Can we go to your house?" Or "Mom's being a jerk. Can we go watch TV at your house?" And then I gotta disarm the house to let them in because I'm not giving my kids the code. What's the point? You know?
Well, Bob's behind on the episodes, so you probably got a good 3 weeks before you have to worry about him finding out.
I'm not watching. I got one camera in my house. I'm not watching Bob eat all the snacks in the cupboard.
You don't. You call him up. Those are my ho-hos.
No, he's actually a great roommate because I came back and the house is still here. So
That's all you want, really. You just want to come back to a house that's not trashed.
exactly, and no pipes are broken, and the heat still works, and everything's clean, and
Yes. All right. So next week you're going to tell us about auctions that you went to today, and you're also going to do a book report on War and Peace for us too.
oh, how about I do a book report on a movie?
That wouldn't be a book report. That would be a movie report.
Well, let me do a book movie report on a movie.
All right.
I'm not gonna read a book.
Why don't you give me another sentence with a whole bunch of the words books and movies in it?
Okay.
Just randomly throw them out like you just did. How about a book movie report on a movie book?
Well, fuck you, Jerry.
There it is, everybody. Finally.
You were waiting for it. I haven't swore a lot lately.
I know, I was baiting you. I was baiting you to get mad at me, and it's been a while.
The thing is, the Valium and the Vicodin, I think I've become much more at peace with myself.
Look, you're less racist, and you're
I'm not
nicer.
talking about poop as much.
There's some
And my
poop talk
balls.
today.
Well,
There
I
was
haven't
poop
talked
talk
about my
today.
balls in a long time.
If we can stay away from your balls, if you just need Vicodin and Xanax or whatever it is to stay away from your balls, I'm going to go to the doctor and get a prescription for myself.
And-
Give it to you.
Please do.
Because frankly, I don't ever want to hear about your balls.
Nobody does.
No, nobody does. All right, everybody, thanks for listening, and share and all that stuff that you never do anyway. I dare you to share, jerks.
Exactly, fuckers.
So we'll see you next week with another amazing episode of the You Name It Show.
Papa Wheelie, guys.